got my guy Juice in the building. What's good, bro?
Yeah, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. It's been a minute since we actually got a chance to sit down and talk. So it's good
Yep.
to see you, man.
Hey, good to see you too. Man, I'm proud of you. Everything you got going on is
man.
crazy.
Come on, man. It's about you today.
Nah, but I seen you come up from somewhere, G, and just to see what you're doing with your platform and everything.
I appreciate you, good brother. I think it's super mutual, bro. We both seen each other grow over the last, let's say 10 years.
It's more than that for sure.
Well,
Definitely.
we actually, it's actually one of the things I have here. We've been actually friends for about 20 years, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's been about 20 years.
Damn.
It seems like it was been longer than that. You know what I mean? Because we was just.
Yeah.
Did you feel like I was so much older or no?
No, hell no. I feel like
I'm
you.
not
I don't even feel like you
immature.
43, my nigga. Like, not like that, but I feel like, especially with age and nowadays, bro, it's a different 43 than it was a different minute ago. Cause I wasn't even thinking about it like, damn, looking at my elders and where they came from, where they was at when they was my age, I'm like, yo, it's just way different. It is what it is. But yeah, I don't feel 43. I'll still be out here hooping everything. So
Definitely not out here hooping, I can tell you that much. But I done, if we known each other 20 years, I done put on some pounds, bro.
That's all good. You eating. You handling business. It's all good.
I'm happy, bro. I'm happier than I ever been in my entire life.
That's all that matters, regardless of the age and everything, bro. I really come to that realization that life is really about what you do to be, what are you doing for your happiness at the end of the day. So
today, this interview or get together is gonna be all over the place because you know how I be. But so we talk about age, and I think about Grams, my son. Grams. A lot of people gonna listen, watch this and be like, he got a son? Like, yo, I got my oldest.
That's been damn near for that 20 years too.
Definitely.
It's been like that for a minute.
So my son, we gonna tag. I'm gonna make this a clip. We gonna tag him because it's always something. But my oldest son, Grams.
I'm proud of him too.
Yes,
all the
bro.
homies, it's crazy, yo. It's crazy.
What was it? I listen to it all the time. I don't want to say the little EP he put out because little is like a negative thing. But what was it? Trap something, right?
Oh, I forgot what that was called.
Man,
that's a minute ago. Yeah.
Yeah. That's I still listening to that, bro. I still listen to that. Yeah. It's crazy. That shit's fire. But he was so much younger during the Smoke P days.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
If I was kicking 30. If we was kicking 30, was he even 18? Was he 20? Like, you gotta think. Cause
I don't know. You might have to get some info on that because I don't even really know how old he is right now. But I know there was times where
he's
perform.
Like at least 10 years younger than us, I think, bro.
Yeah. There was times where he wasn't able to even
come out to the bar with us, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna get into that shit too. I definitely got we got stories. But
my boy said the bar.
It was all up in there. But let's talk about your musical journey, right? Like, remember back in the day when we was recording on Cool Edit?
Oh yeah.
Cool Edit Pro.
Cool Edit Pro, my dude.
The music industry has came a long way since then.
Yeah.
At what point did you knew that that's what you wanted to get into? Like, how did it start for you? Like, how did you know that you was gonna be dealing with music?
Bro, I remember the first time I even got Fruity Loops or something like that. I was doing something for somebody and they didn't have the bread, so they gave me these programs, and one of the programs was Fruity Loops. And I remember just putting my book bag on to go to school, and bro, I just stayed there the whole time. As soon as it loaded up, I was like, let me just try this before the bus comes type shit. And yeah, I missed the bus, didn't go to school that day. Nothing.
You got a whooping? You got a whooping?
I got whooped. But that was how strong that shit hit me, immediately. So realistically, it was the Smoke P days. Once we was doing that, I really feel like that gave me like confidence to be like, yo, what we're putting out, and it not just like, yo, here's a song X, Y, and Z. Like we was really trying to like figure out how to like what I know now is like develop a song and you know what I mean, do the rollouts and do all types of shit when we really didn't even know what that meant. You know what I'm saying? Or nobody even taught us that. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So I still see elements of that stuff to this day. It's like that part about it, and that's realistically that's all God's work, bro. Like
So
you get put.
go ahead,
Yeah,
go ahead.
you get put in positions, you feel me, where like you gotta either perform or your path takes a different direction. And I'm just grateful to God for number one, like for even me being allowed to do those things and have a family that supports that, and like other things in my life that kind of helped to develop that as well. So yeah, for
You
sure.
say that you had Fruity Loops and you missed the bus, you skipped school. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
probably.
You know what I mean?
I've been doing it, but since like I was 15, that's when I was like,
But no,
so
it makes sense.
15,
It actually
16, yeah.
the timeline makes sense because we've been friends for about 20 years. And
Yeah.
I think the last song that we recorded was I think it was On My Shit. I don't know if you remember the song or anything, but it was called On My Shit. And I think I put that out. Actually, this is something that we're gonna talk about too. We wasn't putting out
Yeah,
back
nah.
then. We
It was
didn't know
just
about publishing
nah,
and
nah.
DSPs.
It
But
wasn't no DSP. It was either MySpace or you
right,
put it on like,
exactly,
you feel me? You try to
exactly.
just get it on YouTube. You feel me? And that was the one. So yeah,
Arms.
yeah, that's it.
But I think it was 2009, the last song we recorded together.
Okay.
But yeah, there was no. I think about that shit all the time. Like when we were going hard and we were doing these shows all over New Haven, Hartford. We was in East at the colleges doing all
Yeah.
sorts of crazy shows. We would have Drake popped at that time. We would
Yeah,
have
when we
been. We
did,
would have
yeah,
been.
Middletown, yep.
We would have been in. I'm not. I'm not saying we would have been as good as Drake. I ain't saying none of that. Whatever. It is
Hell
what it
nah.
is. But
Nah,
what
nah, nah.
I know you over there at TDE. You fuck
Yeah,
TDE.
I ain't even with the politics. It's all good.
No. But what I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
is, we would have came out at that same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
How did you how'd you get that name Juice? You name first of all, before you tell me that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm DJ DNA, obviously they know that. But what was I before?
P to the, my nigga, what you mean? I don't know if I
P
can
to
swear
the,
on here, but
exactly.
yeah, P to the.
P to the, and then
That's why I got you as in my phone is everything. Like
my name was P
to
to the. I think you crowned me with that name, honestly.
I don't even. Yeah, it was in Portland. We was at the crib in Portland, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah. P to the.
I'm DNA now. I'm DJ DNA. We all evolved. I'm a brand new person after finding my dad on shit. But that's a whole nother episode. How did you end up coming with that name, Juice?
My mom gave me that name.
So you had that since you was a baby?
Not a baby, but like I was probably like 8 or 9, and I didn't have. You know how you get like the baseball cards and shit after the season and everything. I didn't have a nickname. I was like, damn, my family nickname is Juju. And I was like, I'm not putting Juju up there. That's like,
That sounds too close to doo-doo.
Nah, it's just some baby shit. Like I don't want, you know what I mean? I try to get something cool, and she was like, just go with Juice from the movie. And I was like, all right, put that down. But I for sure, when I wanted to get creative, I went back to that and was like, what would I want to be? I'm not gonna be just Julian Santos. Like I gotta like get something different. So I definitely went back to that and was like, all right, So yeah, that's where I was.
So you look straight black, but your last name real Hispanic like. Are you mixed?
I'm black, Cape Verdean, Portuguese. Yep, that's where the Santos comes from, like last name. But Santos Perry, So
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly. I might be wrong. Did you lose your pops recently?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry to hear about. My condolences, good brother.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And that was hard. That still is hard every day. I feel like
I'm sorry to bring that up, but
Nah, it's he's here with me right now. Like I feel like, more than ever I see that part of life too. Cause just being real with you, like there was a point in time where me and him butted heads about certain things as being men. And right before he had passed away, like I was out here, you know, trying to figure shit out. I had a couple things going, but then I had got the situation with Q. And prior to that, I was like calling him, just rekindling, trying to, you know, understand his perspective um as a father, as a man, and like, you know, just coming to grips with that and giving my forgiveness to him. And, you know, we really just bonded really closely before he passed, which was crazy. And yeah, it I had a point in time that I really do feel bad about. Like it was a point in time where I was like, okay, after he passed, it was like, yo, I just had started with Q. It was probably like a month in, 2 months in, and I really needed to prove myself still. So it was like a real situation where it's like, yo, do I go back to Connecticut, stop everything, or do I just, you know, stay out here and try to figure this album out and really, you know, dedicate to what I you know.
You've been working for.
Yeah, and I know talking to him and like going back to his voice messages, like when I was going through stuff and him just saying like, yo, don't worry about it, you're gonna figure it out. I just knew that that was like, you know, I was put at that time to do something, to prove something that I needed to prove, and to discipline myself in a certain way that I hadn't yet. So that really just helped out, you know,
Yep.
just remembering what he had said like a couple months ago. So it was hard, but you know, everything is hard. We always gonna be there. Every single one of us is gonna be in that situation. It's just what you do now on this earth matters, like realistically, and you don't really realize that, you know.
I'm the older I get, the more I realize that shit, man. You know, and
Yeah.
even when it comes to working a regular job,
Yeah.
it's like I honestly I say I work a regular job. I DJ for a living. I got my hustles here and there, but like I'm happy. It's about
Yeah.
being happy. I'm super value. I create my own opportunities, and
You a good person, dog. Like I seen a side of you and a part of you that was not
this shit
who
was
you are
rough.
today. It
This
was
is
you was rough.
harsh.
Hey, you was but even when we was back like with Shaylin back and and that's the crazy part. Remember Brandon and Brian? We used to
Oh
go
my
over
god,
there.
these
Yeah. Remember going over there, but you remember what was crazy? We was recording, bro. We was recording on
a tape
a
deck.
cassette tape, bro.
Yeah, doing dubs.
Doing bro, dubs and ad libs on the cassette. Put the cassette in a blank tape, and then you had it, and then the niggas
We
would do
just plugged
dubs.
a
And I was like,
plug a mic right into the boombox or some shit. I don't even.
crazy. It
It
was
was
crazy, G. But since that time, like there was certain things that like I've seen sides of you, and the phase you at now, I can see you're not playing.
yeah,
Like you understand how valuable it is to even how you treat somebody else,
yeah.
and that brings more value and character to yourself. Feel like getting older, it's like there's a lot of stuff I was ignoring and thinking, I know what's best. I know how to do X, Y, and Z, and it's like, bro, like you have to cut that shit out. And
No, you got to. You got
you
to.
feel me? I wish I had somebody, and that's why us being older and going through that type of stuff, and you having the platform you have, and anybody who has even a interaction, you could be walking by somebody. You don't have to have a platform, but like knowing what you know and being what you've been through, you got to be able to know that's responsibility to like let this younger generation know that everybody does fuck up, but you know
You can also
this,
bounce back and be great.
yeah, and if you need help, I'm here.
Nah,
Like
for
I feel like
sure.
we don't have a lot of that. Like it's like one direction type stuff. Like all right, get on your way and go. Like if you ever got another question, come back because we gonna need
Right,
mentors to like get us through certain points. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
So
And we do that shit with each other.
yeah,
Like, you know
definitely.
what I mean? We definitely
Yep.
do that shit with each other. Yo, the Smoke P days, because I Shifty is my nephew.
Yeah.
And we used to hang out all the time, and then like
Shout out Shifty.
I was over there one day. So first of all, Shifty my favorite rapper that don't rap no more.
Facts,
You know what I
bro.
mean?
Like
Shifty,
this nigga
yo,
is
that's what I'm saying. We
niggas.
was
People
trying
don't
to
know, bro. People need. I swear to God, still to this day, this nigga will watch everybody right now, bro. Like
Yeah.
Shifty was one of them niggas who would like put words together that was like
Yes, bro. I'm telling you,
50, bro.
Shifty my favorite rapper.
Yeah. He was locked in though. He was not. You know what I mean? He was not trying to like have his art be out there like on some shit and improve of. And
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. I be trying to bring them out. I tried since I've been in. You know, I've owned my home for a few, like 4 or 5 years now, and
Word.
I've had them in here when before the
Yeah.
last time when I dropped you off at the airport.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Since then.
yeah. Well, that was
That
within
was
that
like
same.
5.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
about around the same time. I had
Okay.
when I brought you to the airport, I was doing a lot of producing and engineering in here. Remember, you
Yeah.
gave me a fucking a crash master class
Oh yeah, real
before
quick
you
before I
left.
get up out of here.
No,
Get
dead
up
ass,
out of here. Let
and
me show you
that
this.
shit
Yeah.
was, bro. You have no idea what that shit did for my confidence.
Word.
I've messed around with the beats for a very long time, but held myself to such a standard knowing yo ass. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because at that time, you was the dopest person that I knew. People say, producer wise, Juice. Juice
No,
and
I
Alien. You
appreciate
ask
that.
anybody out here,
I appreciate
not
Middletown,
even
my
just
nigga.
Middletown, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
People, I bump into people. Who I bump into that knew you? Prestige.
Oh yeah, he's cool. Yeah, yeah. Yep. I
Another
fuck with
super dope
Steve.
producer.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But I
Exactly.
didn't
Yep.
know him, but he knew who you was, and we bonded over your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm grateful for that fact too. And I'm not just saying Middletown, but for sure, like that's what I put that shit on, like Middletown's on my back, bro. Like
Sure.
that's what made me showed me all the perseverance, Gezzy's, you know what I'm saying? Like all Ortiz, like all of that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Just being out there at that age, there was a lot of culture out there, bro. You know what I'm
That
saying?
is,
So I always respect Middletown, but that's just how we was moving, dog. And during those times, we was just
bro. We
everywhere.
was ahead of you. Made us ahead of our time, bro. Our music sounded like nobody else's, bro.
Man,
Nobody else's.
y'all for sure was giving me a battery in my back because like I was going off of y'all and everything. Like I feel like it was, you could single somebody out, but realistically, if I didn't have y'all like there even to like add your energy to anything, like I want to be able to add my energy, and I feel like all of that shit is equal, just 50-50. It's not,
I'm glad you said they, because I have written down here. I just put Smoke Productions, and that I said Smoke Productions. I came to y'all. Y'all was already Smoke Productions, and I came to y'all in like 2006.
Okay.
2006,
Damn.
2007.
Yeah.
I came with Shifty.
Yep.
And I remember the day, bro, because I was just like, this is where I need to be. You know what I mean? I was super self-conscious about producing. I was super self-conscious about my lyrics. And then I would always do shit and say shit around Shifty. And Shifty be like, yo, that shit is hard. But Shifty's also family, so I just thought he was kind of like yes manning me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he
Yeah.
was like, bro, I'm telling you, just come to the studio with me. Come to the studio. And then he brought me to, George Street, where,
The crib,
the
that's the
basement. Yo,
spot.
big shout to Sherry, yo.
Yeah, big shout out to Sherry because she let niggas up in there. She was
In there,
not.
we was in there heavy, yo,
She would
all
check you.
night.
She was like, "Yo, are you smoking?" And I
Exactly.
mean, I know she knew, but
She done offered me
golly.
cookies and fucking snacks and shit. But,
And that's a support, yeah, for sure.
yo, big shout out to her. But I remember coming there and like I spit a verse for you or something, and you was like, "Oh, we laying that down right now." And
My nigga,
I
yeah.
went right in the sauna because we had the sauna.
Yeah,
You had the sauna. Yo, bro, listen, I tell people this shit all the time. The first thing, the thing that I remember most about the studio, if somebody said, first thing that comes to your mind, Juice Studio. No,
yeah.
Sample free zone is what would come out my mouth.
Oh yeah, yep. All right, all those little phrases and stuff writing on the wall and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But to go back, you said y'all.
Yeah.
I wanted to give a shout out to Shifty. I want to give a shout out to your brother Doc.
Facts. Big shout outs to T-Doc.
Grams.
Yeah.
We talked to Grams a little bit.
Yep.
Bro, Cream.
Yeah, my boy Cream.
Yo, where's
I had
Cream
lunch
at, bro?
with Cream out here, bro. Cream out here, G.
Stop
Cream,
playing, bro.
Bro, and you see what I'm saying? Like everybody, Cream is like he runs like the like the FaZe Clan, and not the FaZe Clan, but he does all of that type of gaming situation. He has his own team, bro. He's big time, bro. He's out here running it with
Really?
like they be scouting people from overseas and everything, having them come out here. So yeah, big shout out to Cream Bernie, Greg,
Fucking
remember
Bernie.
Greg
Yo, okay,
Goreski?
I
Yeah,
actually, yeah, that's right. I
yeah,
actually
good
link with
dude.
Greg.
Word.
Um, oh, what? I'm getting old. Greg. I'm sorry, but we linked up. I can't remember what the fuck we linked up for,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was like when I started popping on TikTok,
That's what's up, G.
and like we did something. I don't even remember what it was, but yeah, that's another connection that I met off of you. I wouldn't have known fucking Greg, bruh.
I mean,
Yo,
it's
Greg,
but
Greg was putting us on with all the shows, right?
yeah, Greg realistically was like I can't even say manager because it's more than that. Like he was
Right.
really doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes that I couldn't do. He was talking to a lot of people that I couldn't talk to that wouldn't even give me the time. And Greg knew that, and Greg knew what he had, and Greg
Exactly.
didn't. He didn't give a fuck about, you know what I'm saying. And he had like the perseverance and resilience that matched everybody in Smoke P. And no matter what it was, even if he did do music, like he would be around, he'll give his opinion, he would say shit. Like, and I really fuck with Greg, bro. Like that was one of my closest friends back then. Like I feel like for real, like he definitely looked out. There was a lot more.
Definitely held us accountable.
Yeah,
Definitely
yep,
encouraged us.
yep,
Big shout out to Greg,
exactly.
yo.
Yeah, yep. Him
Yo,
and Bernie.
yes, Bernie. Yo,
My nigga Bernie.
yo, those were the fucking days, bruh. Days.
Yeah.
I said I also wrote down we performed together at a bunch of spots here in Connecticut. We definitely performed a couple times at Toad's.
Yeah, yep.
We was at Toad's Place, super popular here in Connecticut.
Webster. I don't know if they
Webster.
still got that.
Yep, we did Webster. Bro, Hammer Jacks was the spot though. Hammer Jacks in New Haven. Stop
Bro,
playing.
bro, it's crazy because I opened a studio right across the street from there, like years later.
I was
Like,
supposed to.
right.
I was supposed to come down there and see you, and I never ended up coming down there to see you. But
New Haven was trouble. It was cool, but it was. I was too locked in at New Haven. Like it was a lot. But Hammer Jacks was crazy, bro. Like I feel like Hammer Jacks for me was
I
the
felt
craziest.
on. I
I could
felt
go
on
back
like
to
a motherfucker.
bro. I swear to God, I swear to God, I felt like we was doing something crazy because
We had a residency there.
yeah, they would let us perform like whenever. Like we did
I
that
think
one
we were there
show
like
and,
every Friday or some shit for
bruh,
like a couple weeks. It was fire.
playing the same shit, bro.
Exactly.
Like playing the same shit. We thought we was
But
them
well,
niggas, but
it wasn't all the same shit because we was working.
no, I wasn't. I'm not saying playing the same shit, but our set would be like a certain set. We'd throw stuff in, but
We was like
realistically,
Wu-Tang, bro.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
We was
looking at
like
it now, we
Wu-Tang.
was up there performing and practicing, which
Literally,
was like,
Smoke Productions was another version of Wu-Tang, bro. It was.
yes, bro.
We'd be on stage. It'd be like 20 of us.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, I don't know if you got the picture. I could
I
probably.
did. I see. I think I have a Blockbuster shirt on. That shit,
Blockbuster ain't even in business right
bro.
now. That's crazy.
My T-shirt was like a 6X.
I remember that night. I feel like we picked you up, like either you or Kaylin.
No,
like,
I had the
minute.
PT Cruiser.
Yeah.
I had a PT Cruiser, bro. We was out there.
P to the for sure.
So those are definitely. Oh, that's right. And I forgot about Kaylin and shit. But yeah, Kaylin.
Yeah.
Kaylin,
There's more group. There's more members.
There's
in this
definitely
group,
more
bro,
members,
like,
and I know I'm forgetting.
yeah.
But yo, you know what? Another thing I used to love about coming to the studio because I grew up in performing arts. Like I did the whole Oddfellows thing. I was in a group in Rushford called MYU. It stood for Middlesex Youth United, and we actually used to like make skits about our lives. We were in this group because we had issues. Like I was in the group because I was a child of an alcoholic family. And then we would do skits about being in an alcoholic family. There was another girl who had eating disorder, and we would make a skit about that. And then we would perform these shits at schools around Connecticut. Like that's just I was always into acting. Like I had to do
Yeah, yeah.
monologues and always been in entertainment, even when I was a little kid. But one thing that I loved about coming over to the studio in the basement there is the skits that we did.
Oh
Bro,
yeah,
we
yeah.
would do
Yep.
freaking hella
Full on
skits,
soundscape.
bro. Like you remember that shit?
Yeah, yeah, not like full on soundscape. Like you would really feel like you was there.
Like
And I
exactly.
mean, yeah, even you bringing up Oddfellows, like I forgot you was in Oddfellows like that. Like this, it is even that like program is you got to be a different breed to enjoy that and look, towards that like as a creative. So yeah, nah, it matched up, bro. Like doing that kind of stuff was different. Doing the intros we would do to the songs we were
That's
doing,
what I'm
like
saying.
yeah,
Interludes and
yeah,
preludes. We
yeah,
was doing it
yeah.
all, bro.
We didn't know what we was doing, bro. We was just down there, just fucking around, but figuring shit out realistically.
Um, I love it, man. Let's talk. Let's talk Q, right?
All right.
Um, in my mind, you know what I mean. You made it. I don't know if you feel that way. I know how you are. I just know because I know who you are. I know
That's
there's a
what,
lot
as
of
soon as you said that, I was like, what?
there's a lot of work to do. I get that whole
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Bro, when I was watching Drink Champs and I heard Schoolboy Q, I watch every episode of Drink Champs, right? So it was
Yeah,
only a given knowing what you do for a living. If Q is gonna be up there, I'm gonna watch the episode regardless. Even if I didn't
yeah.
watch Drink Champs, I'm gonna watch that episode. And then he'd tell Juice to just turn it on. He'd be screaming at the wall, bro.
Facts. Nah, like I think the way me and him work is it's just right time, right place, bro. It's accumulation of everything we dealt with when we was how we were recording, the way we would do it. It's just like, yo, let's get up there and just figure it out after. We gotta whatever, but just let's record it and go through it like that. Like
So
big, yeah,
how's it work, right? You're here from Connecticut. I
yep,
remember you taking a trip out to LA, right?
yeah,
You came back.
yep.
Let's talk about that first trip to LA. Was you setting that up at that point? Like how did not setting up working with Q, I mean just putting yourself in the position to be able to even work with Q, right? Like
Yeah,
let's talk about your LA journey, right?
yeah, yeah.
Like
So
how'd you end up out there?
the first time I came out here was with Chris Webby from Connecticut. Shout
Big
out to
Shot,
Chris
super,
Webby.
probably one of the dopest artists out here in
Yeah, bro.
Connecticut.
Independently, like I'm not even like playing. Like I feel like he's at an industry level independently. He's able to do what he needs to do, and that right there alone is it's hard enough to even make sure you stay that way within what we do. Like it's easy just to sell your shit. Like he'll just keep his stuff, and smartest way to go. But yeah, shout out Chris Webby.
Yes, sir.
Came out here with him and Jit on the track. Jit's still out here now.
Yep.
So we were out here for a little bit, just recording, getting a different vibe, and
Where
I
was
had
you
met
recording at? Like were you
in
guys
Hollywood,
booking student time? Was you guys like in a home studio?
home studio type
Okay.
shit. So it was just in the crib. We were just, in Hollywood recording. And one night, Zakari, I think, came through,
Yep.
and Musa had brought him.
TDE artist.
Yes, TDE artist.
Yep.
And Musa, even still back then, had, Zakari, like, he was developing Zakari at the time. So, started working with Zakari a little bit, went back to Connecticut for just speeding up.
Yep.
Went back to Connecticut for a little bit. Then I got a call from Zakari and Moose like, yo, if you trying to work with Zakari, we'll fly you back out here. So I was like, all right, fuck it. Flew me back out there to this like what now is like a legendary TDE house. Even being out here, I'll be like telling people about the situation. They be like, oh, you from this house, X, Y, Z. Shout out to the homie Craig. But they had the SZA was there, Isaiah Rashad.
You saying when you say a TDE house, it was like where artists was staying to get on their feet type shit? Or just to record like
it was both. Like it had a banging studio in there. It was what it is now, like a studio house. Like they have those not all over, but there's a couple of them out here where it's like, the artist is it's a living situation with a bunch of artists or whatever. But at that time it was real. We didn't know what it was. Like at least I didn't see like how impactful that shit really was. Bryson Tiller was running through like Teddy Walton. He's like a big producer now, like huge producer, bro. Like, so this is just a handful of people that were just at this spot, and that's where I was at with Zakari and working with him and Moose and TDE. So doing that, and then I think that's where the relationship came about. I met Ali,
Got you.
which is Kendrick's engineer.
Yep.
I became his
Mixed by Ali.
Mixed by Ali. Yep.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
shout out Mixed by Ali. Like, he's another one who just taught me a lot, even how to move out here. Because being from Connecticut and then coming to LA, it's different. It's just different in general.
I would
Like,
imagine. I never been
everything.
to Cali, but I could only imagine.
I miss Connecticut more than ever, every single time. But yeah, Cali is just it's its own vibe. But yeah, just being able to know how to move out here and being with somebody who is like super talented. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ali had the track record and all the stuff when I met him. So I was just like, damn, this is somebody I like. I'm like, damn, it's like the biggest engineer out here.
It's
So,
big homie. It's big homie.
yeah, and he just like, yo, you want to be my I had to go through a test to even be his assistant, but like to even be asked like, yo, Ali needs assistant. He wants to try out you and somebody else, and it's like, damn, like shit worked out, and that's where it happened. And then I found myself in, getting picked up by Ali, and we go to YG
okay,
session.
so let's slow down for a second because you come back to Connecticut, right?
Yep.
Then you get that call, that second time when you get the call from Zakari to come work with Zakari.
Yeah.
Is that when you never came back? Is that when I brought you to the airport?
Nah, I went back again.
You came back to Connecticut. Okay.
I like Cali is cool, but if nothing's shaking out here, I'm not gonna stay out here and be, I just felt like at the time I wasn't really, it was realistically me. I wasn't as dedicated as I needed to be. So the last time I had went out when you had dropped me off, I really was at a point in my life where I was like, yo, you know what? Like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it. Like, and being out here, like, I needed something that I felt like was what I wanted. I without knowing it, like being around TD and all of that, like that was something that I feel like somebody just doesn't get handed to them. So it was, it was something that I really needed to pursue. So
I remember, we've been friends. Like I said earlier, we've been friends for 20 years.
yeah.
And I've seen the process, bro. I say it all the time, I'm super proud of you, but I remember how excited you was telling me the shit in the studio here in Connecticut. And I'm like, he's like, yo, I'm about to blow. I'm about to da-da-da-da. I'm looking around the studio. I'm like, what you doing with those speakers?
Yeah, my nigga, he's like, can I get those?
I was like, yo, so no, bro. Yeah. Those speakers are not. They're SH8s. I'm assuming they're the first generation. I'm pretty sure, first or second. They're the ones, right?
I think they're the twos. I think they're second generation. Yeah.
Them shits. I will never. I'm not using them. I have KRKs here right now. My guy Jake. Next time you come to Connecticut, bro, I gotta introduce you to Jake. Jake reminds me a lot of you. I see a lot of you in him. Super dope producer, super dope engineer here. I wish I was still making music because that's who I'd be recording with. But he also encourages me to produce more. And I'm not always the best at mastering.
Okay.
So I can mix the track, he'll master it, and the shit sounds great. But anyway, he gets on me all the time because he knows that I have those SH8s in there.
Yeah,
like, and they gotta get fixed. He was like, yo, it's not gonna cost you that much to get them fixed.
Nah, it's just a tweeter too, probably. I think that's
get them fixed. He said, get them fixed and just fucking use them shits. I have so thank you. I hold them shits near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
I will always have them shits whether I fix them or not, bro.
I'm glad I'm glad you got them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure.
When you asked, like, I was like, you know what, like, go ahead. Cause my little brother Steven, shout out Steven, like he for sure was asking me for them shits, and I was just like, I don't know, I'm gonna just have to leave him here type shit. But
who knows? But I remember, I had to go through.
Get a water up.
Yeah, I'd have to. We're gonna pause this.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a water in? It's a fridge. Oh, it's a fridge in there. The fridge or something in there.
Yeah.
I'm
over here, guy.
I forgot what I was about to say.
You remember the speakers?
Yeah, bro. But No, I had to ask for. Oh no, I had to go back on my IG shit because there was something you posted. It might have been a video of you, a picture or something of you and Q, and I'm like, oh, I'm like, I hit Juice, I hit you, and I was like, yo, so since like so that means I could keep these speakers, right? It was some shit. It was some shit. It was like you in the studio with Schoolboy Q, and then it was like I sent you a message. It was like, oh man, bro, you don't need these speakers no more. You was like, do your thing, black man. They yours.
Yeah, you my nigga, bro. Like that ass. Like I don't. If you could use it, fuck it. You know.
No,
And bro, I just appreciated you even bringing me to the airport when I had to go, because I was like, I was really on some shit. Like I gotta go, bro. Like I gotta do this. I have this one opportunity, and that's when Ali had hit me. Like, yo, if you come back, hey, focus. I can get you. You know, I can get you locked in. I'm like, damn, I definitely need to. You know, go give this a shot on what I really want. So
right. So Ali hits you. I bring you to the airport. You get off the
yeah.
plane. You hit Ali immediately.
Oh, for sure. Hell yeah. But I was
You're like,
I
nigga,
was
I'm
staying
out
with
here.
the homie. Yeah. Yep. And then that even was crazy because I was wanting to engineer more, and Ali was like, yo, what you want to do? Produce or engineer? You gotta pick one. And I'm like, shit, I'll produce. So he would have me producing. So I was producing for like a good 5 months before I got the call from Q. And it's like, yo, we need an engineer. And I'm like, damn, I'm not even as skilled as I was engineering, because Ali just was like, pick one and we gonna do that.
Just
So
hyper focus on one thing.
like bro would have me in the like when he would be mixing, he would just have me in like the recording booth, these big ass studios, you feel me? Be like, yo, I'm gonna be here from this time to this time, pull up, make beats all day. Like I'll just be in there cooking up, you feel me? So and then I would send them to him, and if he felt like it would be placed somewhere, he would, you know, give it to different artists or whatever. But it was cool. It wasn't right away, but it was definitely some work that had to be put in.
So you're in the studio with Ali. You're producing. That was actually a question I was gonna ask you. I know you do mostly engineering now, though, right? Well, I
No, I
know
do
you.
both. Yeah,
Okay,
I
I
try to
know.
stay equal now. Yeah.
Okay. Are your beats going anywhere? Super. Like any of the big artists?
I mean, there's definitely like tracks that aren't released, but for me, like it's not about. That's why I'm grateful. I definitely know each, you know, different parts of each things, because I could easily uh try to get Q a song, or give Q, you know,
A
flood
beat.
them with beats, and it's just not that for me. Like even with the production credits I got on the joints, it really was just helping figure out the record, and notice needs went out the fourth quarter and being like, oh, we need to add this, and then just helping add it. But you know, like it's not ever. I don't ever want people to get the idea that it's like you just saying your tracks off the big artists, because realistically, yo, Middletown has something special. Like being out here and hearing songs and hearing the way people do stuff, it just is Middletown. Like it's just a small market, you feel me?
Right.
But realistically, there's a lot of creative stuff that's not done out there, and a lot of creative producers, like you saying, your homie Jacob. Like there's nothing to go to say that Jacob can't just be out here and doing the same thing.
Jake
It's
could
just
kill
on
it.
him
Jake
out.
could kill it. Right.
So that's the reason why I had to like really lock in and go be like, yo, I can't do what I really want to do in Middletown. I have to go where everybody's at doing this, to really prove to myself, like, hey, you meant to do this or not? Like, you feel me? Because you'll find out quick here. Like, you will not have no work.
Yo,
Not like that, but
congratulations to you. Congratulations to Q
appreciate
on Blue Lips, bro. The album is fire.
it.
Yeah, he's got the hoodie on right now.
I'm gonna get you one too, dude.
No, for sure. Shit,
Yeah.
yo, tell Q I need some of those blue vinyls, bro.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
I want some
That's
of the
right.
I want some
Yeah.
of the vinyls because I spin. Trust me, I'll spin. But
I got you, dude. Hell yeah.
yo, big shout out to you and your credits on Blue Lips. I'm a '80s
Appreciate
baby.
that.
You know what I mean? I miss going to the record store and pulling the cover out and looking at the back and checking the credits. That's what I do, right?
Yeah.
I've been doing it for years. I want to know who's making the music that I love. Yo, and this is a side note. This is somewhere I'm going left field with this, but big shout out to Troy Taylor.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I fuck with Troy Taylor. He's somebody from Connecticut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he produced and write a lot of the music that I like.
Okay,
Anyway,
that's what's up. Troy Taylor. Okay.
you know who that
I'm gonna
is?
check- Nah.
Bro, he's from New Haven. He's got a lot of
Oh,
stuff
wait,
with Trey songs and shit. We could talk about all that
black
shit.
dude.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think I know Troy
yeah,
actually from
yeah,
back in the day. Damn,
yeah.
that's
Anyway,
crazy. Yeah,
Blue
yeah,
Lips, Schoolboy Q's album out now. Make sure you guys go check it out. But my boy right here, bro, my boy right here, got credits on Funny Guy,
yes, sir. Yep.
mixer, and studio personnel. Now, I noticed that sometimes they'll say mixer, sometimes it will say recording engineer. What's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
difference between a mixer and a recording engineer?
Okay, so recording engineer, basically you're gonna get the track ready, record everything down, have the song ready to give to the mixing engineer so that they can really bring it to the next level of what it is. It's really
After you apply the vocals.
after you apply the vocals, did all the stuff, because when we mix and do stuff in the studio, it's really hard to see what marks you hitting to go and translate that into a different area. You really don't always need that, but when you're talking about, a professional level and up to production music and material, you have to have certain frequencies hitting the right way. So Vic Lavanos, that was the dude who mixed that was not even the dude, that was my brother, because through that mixing with him and seeing how he works, bro, like shout outs to him. Like he's uh very detailed and very like specific on things, and even to get that credit it has to come from him. Like I
Right.
can't just put that on there.
Yeah.
And when we were in the studio mixing, he gave me credit for actually being there with him and just being who I am. Like if you put me in a situation, I'm not gonna sit there and just
Right.
blank out. Like he was mixing, so I'm like, yo, what do we need to do? How can I help out? Like how getting things just to a level if I didn't feel like they was there. So yeah, big shout out to him. He gave me that credit too, and it's really not given like that. It's not really like a
No,
recording.
trust me, bro. I watch a
Yeah.
lot of my favorite two podcasts I watch is Drink Champs and R&B Money. I love
Okay.
R&B Money because they'll do R&B artists, but they're also doing record execs and managers and writers and the people behind the scenes, and
Yeah.
that's a consistent story. It's like nothing's ever given. You literally got to work your way up. And you also got credit on Yearn 101, which is fire because I feel like that's actually though I got that on my station. I play that shit on my station.
Yeah. That's one of the ones, bro. Like,
And you got an associated performer and mixer on that one too.
yeah, that I mean, just for me being in the room was valuable to me, even when he created that, because like Q didn't even the beat didn't come like that, obviously, but for some reason he was just like, yo, loop those 808s for 10 minutes, just loop them shits. And that's what he's talking about, going in there and screaming at the
At the
wall for
wall.
that. Cause even to find that cadence and be, where he's at running with it, because you could really feel that. Like you working out, you can feel that energy. And that's what he does best, is like paints that canvas like of an action scene, like detail within his vocals and everything he's doing. So yeah, just being in the room for something like that and seeing how somebody at a professional level who is one of my favorite artists, like before I was in Middletown and doing little stuff, even cutting grass and shit, I would always listen to the Oxymoron, you know what I mean? Like,
Fire.
but you know what I'm saying? Like even being around him and seeing working like that, it's just, yeah, it's more valuable than all the credits on the album and everything. The experience for sure showed me, tools that will help me get further than anything. So
I don't know if I'm gonna say this right, because it's been some time, but Death Row studio. They redid they
yeah,
redid the studio, right?
yeah.
Did you
That's
have you
Ali.
recorded in there? Have you
Yeah, I've
worked in
been.
there?
No, I haven't. Actually, we did Soccer Dad out of there a little bit
Okay.
with Ali, but that was before he finished the studio. He just finished it now. The shit looks beautiful, bro. It's
I'm
crazy.
sure,
You got
bro.
like 15 fucking speakers in there, big ass joints. Like,
I don't know if I said it right. I said the old Death Row studio. What exactly is it? Is that the right?
nah, that's what
That's
it
where they
was. And
made. Did they make certain shit there or like?
yeah, they made damn near like that was where Pac and all them niggas would be at, bro. And dead ass going in that location, like you could feel the energy still. They used to beat engineers up in that spot, bro. Like you feel me?
Like fucking
Like them
up the
niggas
track. Some
they
shit.
would jump, bro. Death Row Studio was not nothing to play around, and that's Cali is different with the politics of the gangs and all of that. But at that time, that was when it was crazy. So
Right,
I
right,
mean,
right.
it's just what it was, but you could still feel that energy.
So I know I know I know you work with Q. I don't know how much work you get done in there with artists, but who's an artist, dead or alive, that you'd want to work with?
Sheesh. Dead or alive that I would want to work with right now.
Yeah. In your life right now, where you at, knowing what you can bring to the table and provide for an artist.
Sheesh. I don't even know. I don't think I even look at it that way to a benchmark of a specific individual. I think that's what's helped me to get this far, bros. I just really have fun making music, and it's very like and that's why it's hard for me to take compliments from people. It's like the awards and all the shit really don't matter to me. It's more of like, you know, having a feeling. So any artist, I feel like, is how I would treat the artist you talking about. Like anytime I go into any situation is like that. You know what I mean?
No,
So
I got you.
that's why it's really hard. I was about to say Michael Jackson, but even Mike, it's like,
That's too
damn, like
cliche too. It's like everybody
that's
want
what
to
I'm
work
like.
with Mike.
But for me, yo, Mike is one of them ones because he was locked in. He was producing, like he was doing everything, like
Right.
had all that aspect of his artistry, not just like, oh, Mike is dope. No, Mike is dedicated. That's why he's dope. That nigga will sit there and make sure shit is perfect. Like
Right.
that's that part of it. But yeah, I'm definitely.
I fuck with your logo.
Oh, word.
And
Thank you.
I love what you're doing with the tutorials, bro. Keep that shit up, bro,
Thank
because
you.
that's a dope lane to be in. You know, that's you giving back. So keep that shit up.
Yeah, exactly. Just like we was talking about earlier. Like that's.
Yo, because
But
honestly, who engineers, right?
yep, yep,
I think that shit is fire, bro. Because there's a lot of people out here that think that they good, but
yeah.
they not doing it right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And
So
that's what it is. I mean, if you're willing to learn, there's outlets out there for you. But if you gotta take it for what it was, bro. I was the worst engineer when I first started with Q. Bro was yelling at me. I'm like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm
like, I
trying to
don't even
figure
know how to
shit
get
out.
to that.
I'm replacing, bro, dead ass. I'm replacing one of the best engineers, damn near, James Hunt. He was Q's engineer before, and he had other priorities where he had to, like, move, and Q was just starting up on this next album, and Q needed somebody, so he had Ali, and Ali was like, yo, my nigga Juice got you. So even replacing James, bro, like it was just such it was a
Oh,
battle, bro.
right.
You know what
No,
I'm
I
saying?
got you.
Like it was hard,
So
but
used to doing one thing and then coming in right.
yeah, but even if what I'm saying through that is like that's why the tutorials are important, and it's very important to me because like where I was at, if there was information out there that would gave me the real deal and stuff, like I would have looked for it. So you can't be nasty. Just realize you ugly,
Exactly.
and improve yourself every
Everybody
single
just
time
brush your
that it takes.
teeth, wash your
Brush your
face.
teeth. You feel me? Every time. Then you start disciplining yourself, and then things start changing without you knowing. It becomes more than a routine. A routine. It becomes like obsession. You have to do this like this, or else you don't feel right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
you got to change your ways, bro.
So I'm not gonna keep you too much longer. I got a segment on here that I do, and we'll end it at the segment. It's called One Gotta Go.
All right,
I give you two options, and you gotta tell me the one that you getting rid of, that you don't fuck with.
let's go.
All right.
Let's go. All right.
The first thing, one gotta go, day or night. Which one you getting rid of?
I ain't trying to be outside all day. It's crazy, but night is really where I feel most comfortable at.
So
I'm
you
not
gonna
gonna lie.
get rid of day?
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the day.
I knew you was gonna pick day because
Yeah, you know
yeah,
me, bro. We be in the
you in the
basement
studio.
way too
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
East Coast or West Coast?
Stop doing that. I'm out here. You gonna say that? And
Listen, man,
nope,
listen. You
nope.
already said that you miss Connecticut, so
Yeah, don't say that. Y'all be going in a second. Don't play with me. I gotta live out here, G.
then say West Coast. Nigga. It's all right.
Nah, I ain't, nope.
He's all right. He's
Canada.
all right. Pro Tools, Logic, Fruity Loops.
Logic. No.
Logic gotta
without
go.
it. Gotta go. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Respect to my people who use Logic, but
I fuck with Logic. You told me to use Logic, but it's okay.
I seen it in your face, low key, when I said that.
He
Logic,
told me to use Logic, but it's all good.
Yeah, nah. You gotta go.
Mac or PC?
PC for sure. Mac, they just clean.
Coffee or energy drinks?
Energy drinks for sure.
Got you.
Straight coffee. Yeah.
So if you wasn't gonna answer East Coast or West Coast, you're probably not gonna answer this next one. Let's say red or blue.
Blue. You see, blue, my
you
nigga.
better say blue, nigga.
Yeah, blue. Like I was like, hold up, red or blue what? Nigga, blue. What you mean?
Let's go.
Nigga. Nah, I'm playing.
What up? Yo, all right. Last one. Kush or Piff?
The old school Piff?
Yes.
That was like the old school Piff, my nigga.
Piff. You
The
getting
old
rid of
school
Piff?
was- Oh, no.
You say you gonna get rid of Kush?
Yeah, the little bags was crazy. Remember when y'all niggas had them just too?
I know, for real.
You had them specifically, yeah.
we gonna edit that part out. Juice, it's been a pleasure, man. I love you so much, man. I wish you continued success, good brother. And yo, we gotta definitely do this again. There's a lot of stuff that we didn't talk about.
Yeah.
But you know, you're welcome here anytime. Anytime you got something going on, this is your platform, good brother. I want you to use it.
And same, brother. I hella appreciate you. I'm proud of you, bro. Like, I know, like, they won't be able to understand it, but like me just talking to you right now, like, I'm hella proud of you, bro. And keep doing what you're doing. I look at it as an inspiration. I look at your posts. I see your interviews. I see how clean your content is, how it's always upgrading, how it's not, you know what I'm saying? You're not just staying comfortable. You always pushing yourself. So I appreciate that as well.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you. How can people find you? This your platform. Tell them.
Instagram, Juice of All Trades. If y'all got any questions or anything, send beats, submit song submissions to Ice Cold Juice social media, social media, and at gmail.com, and yeah, just send me whatever. If y'all ever need help, DM me. You ever need whatever, I'm here for sure.
Exactly. He in LA. You might be in Connecticut. It's 2024. Emails work. Goddamn it.
Yeah, and
You know
tap
what I mean?
in, especially if you from Connecticut and you in LA. Like tap in with me at least.
Nah, I got some artists to show you too, but we'll talk about that after.
Yeah, shout out Kenny too. Shout out the homie
my guy.
Kenny.
Yeah.
Yep.
You already know. But yeah, don't go nowhere. Yo, that's the DJ DNA podcast. Make sure you guys like this. Make sure you subscribe. Leave a comment. If no one told you that they love you today, I love you. Until next time. Peace.